Well, hey there. We have a beautiful sunrise here this morning, and we're going to get out on the water and do a little bass fishing. But today is a little bit different because we're going to do fishing this morning, and then this afternoon we're going to go try to do a little bow hunting with a multi-species day. Try to go find a doe to shoot this afternoon, so I can put some meat in the freezer. But this morning, it's the first day that feels like fall here. It's been in the 90s this week, hot and humid, and it's dropped off. Today's high is supposed to be in the 70s, and obviously you can see the fog here coming off the water. So let's get out there, see if we can find any fish. Here we go. Oh, missed it. I didn't let it take it, I don't think. I got something for you, little bass fishy. Here we go. Little bass. Well, there we go. The first species of the day was successfully caught on a jerkbait. Been fishing those soft jerkbaits. Decided to switch it up and second cast on this shad colored hard bodied jerkbait. It's a skinny looking bass right there. It's about time for them to hit their fall feeding frenzy. A couple more days like this with some cooler mornings and the highs in the 70s should get these water temperatures dropping. Here we go. Oh, come on, fishy. Oh, it's the little one. There we go. Settle down, settle down, settle down. Nice, pretty healthy bass there, though. Well, hey there, we are back at the house. Fishing was a grind this morning. Only caught a couple of fish, but we got changed. We fished a couple hours this morning. Had some errands to run in between, and now we'll head up into the woods and see if a doe will walk by our stand this afternoon. If not, this is going to be a really boring video, and you probably won't see it. So, stay tuned.
up.
The shot felt good. It sounded good. I was shooting through a hole as opposed to a shooting lane. That's one of my tips when you're hunting pressured deer or public land deer. So when you're hunting from a climbing stand, don't cut shooting lanes, because if it's a permanent stand, a permanent blind, and you want to maintain some shooting lanes for rifle season, that's fine. But when you're bow hunting from a climbing stand, the best thing you can do is not to cut any shooting lane. Cause the least amount of disturbance as possible. So just climb up your stand, don't cut any shooting lanes, don't break any branches, just leave everything the way it is. And you'll inevitably find a few holes to shoot through. If you're shooting with a gun, that's really easy. If you're shooting with a bow, it becomes a little bit more difficult. We're going to give it a little bit more time here and see what we got. You know what? When you're bow hunting, even with a doe, it gets your heart rate up just a little bit. It's a little bit more exciting than it is when you're shooting with a gun. And it's also exciting when it's the first one of the year and your freezer's been empty for a little while. Puts that a little bit more pressure on you. So we'll wait here a little bit. And then we'll fill you in on what happens down on the ground. Well, the deer didn't make it far, and so that's a good thing. Not as big as I had thought. Had a little bit of ground shrinkage going on. It's just a young doe, but we have lots and lots of those around here. Here where I live in Tennessee, you can take 3 does a day in its bow season. But as I always say, you get a lot more meat off of a small deer than you do a big crappie. So I'm pleased to get the first one on the ground, and it's been a great day. Bass in the morning, deer in the evening, and can't ask for much more than that. Get some meat in the freezer, and next time, hold out for a big doe. Hope you enjoyed this. I'm Daniel, the Low Budget Outdoorsman. God bless.